Hello and welcome back to Blackwatch Intel. My name is Crashy, and today I want to talk a little bit about Mercy. So obviously it's Season 5, and everybody's been talking about a few heroes in the Overwatch roster, and Mercy has been one of them. She's kind of in a weird place, she's easy to play, people one-trick her, and there's all different kinds of controversies that come from, you know, the days where her SR wasn't lining up properly, now to talking about her resurrection, how easy she is, how the skills translate when one-tricking a Mercy all the way up to GM and, you know, top 500, etc, etc. But today, I want to share an idea, and as like most of my videos, I don't think it'll take too long, and I'm happy to have you here, so thanks for joining me. But I have an idea for her, because I think one thing that I want to personally touch on is playing Mercy, and how I find it so hard to have fun when I play Mercy. Now, here's the thing, let me preface this by saying I'm not much of a support player. It's probably my worst role, although I do like it, and I enjoy playing it, especially heroes like Lucio and Ana. But Mercy is amazingly effective. She's very, very effective with a very low skill ceiling. It doesn't take much to be good at her. It doesn't take almost any skill at all to use her ultimate. And we find ourselves in a weird place as Mercy where you have a couple of options. Do you hide and do nothing and wait for an opportune moment to res? Or do you actively tempo res? That's what I see. And correct me if I'm wrong, or feel free to, you know, add your input. But that's pretty much how you use her resurrection. Now, I have a problem with that because I feel like it just plays into that low skill ceiling. Like, hiding for a res, which I know a lot of people know can go wrong, can have crazy potential, etc, etc. It's a decent thing to do, but it's just not very skillful. And, you know, pressing shift and pressing Q or flying in and popping ultimate for console players, it's just not very hard to do. Now, having a really great timed Transcendence or a really great timed nano boost from Ana, you know, all of those things take a bit more to do. And I think my overall problem with Mercy is how amazingly effective she can be, how anti-fun she is, and how just low the skill ceiling is. So all that said, all that prefaced and kind of given my backstory and my thoughts on Mercy, I want to present an idea. Now, my idea is not to rework her, not to, you know, change too much. I think having resurrection is great, but I think we need to have skill on the ultimate. And how do I want to do that? When you have a dead player as Mercy, you can see their death, you can see their resurrection. And what I would love, UI-wise, is to add another circle, another countdown timer. And I'm going to say anywhere between 2 and 3 seconds, and I want it to be yellow or golden, and I want it to have her resurrection icon or the Mercy icon in the middle of it, or on the side of it, whatever. And I want it to be a 2 or 3 second timer right next to, parallel to their respawn timer, and in that timer is the window of opportunity for a res on a single hero. Now, why? What do I think this would do? One, I think it would eliminate 95% plus of her 4 and 5 man reses. Those are so hard to get in terms of timing as it is, and this would make that almost impossible. But it doesn't eliminate the potential for it to happen, and I think that's the most important part, the potential for a massive play to still happen. The other thing it does is gives Mercy more decision making. It makes you really have to think, okay, Zenyatta just died, I've got 2 seconds, I can wait and see if a teammate dies, I can communicate, tell them to die, I can tempo res, etc, etc. I don't know if 2 or 3 seconds would be too short, maybe it would have to be 4 seconds, half, you know, of a respawn timer, but I don't think she should have so much freedom to wait and to hold on and to see. I think she needs to make the decision now. I think she needs to see the deaths happen, she needs to see her window, let's say 2 to 4 seconds, and she needs to choose. What does she do? What is that ultimate going to net her? And I think ultimately that's going to change Mercy a lot. I think it's going to keep her in fights more, which means less hiding and less doing nothing. I think it's going to make her have to be quicker on her feet. I think it's going to make her not be as easy, and overall I think it would really fix Mercy. I don't think we should restrict the number of reses. And that was originally my thought. I thought maybe she should only be able to res 3 people. Why should she be able to spam and res the whole team? But that doesn't really change much for her. but this change would essentially do that with the opportunity for Mercies to still make huge plays. So I would love to see it. I would love to hear your thoughts, because this is definitely a different change for Mercy, and it would amazingly change her up, and it would, I mean, undeniably be a nerf, but I think it's something that could really help the hero, make her more fun, you know, raise that skill ceiling some, and overall fix Resurrection, because Res is kind of in a bad spot. So thank you so much for checking out this video. Please do not leave without leaving a like and subscribe for future content. We're going to be pushing out as many videos as we can, trying to bring some fun stuff to you guys. So thank you so much for supporting, and I will see you on the next video.
Do you feel your bones start shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel the fire inside of me? Do you see the sparks that I'm setting free? Does the beat take you over?